These trees aren't the only green items in the display. Firefighters have been working all day to contain a pretty stubborn hotspot in this area. And it's quite a process. These plant clippings are placed into these processing machines, which clip off the leaves, leaving just the bud, which are then placed on these drying racks. Since we've been out here, there's been about an inch of snow that's piled up on our camera. Well, Mother Nature gave the North State a wake-up call early this morning in the form of a few earthquakes. Even though Republicans have known for some time that McCain will be their party's pick for president, they still wanted to watch to make it official. Now, it doesn't actually matter how high you jump, it just matters who crosses the finish line first. They're sour over how two mothers were treated last night when they breastfed their babies at the table. It was a sight not seen in the North State in more than 4 decades. The President of the United States arriving on Air Force One. That's right. The school board is considering its options right now for reorganizing its elementary schools. There are currently more than 6,000 elementary school children in the district and 11 elementary schools. The problem is that some of those schools are at or near capacity, whereas others are way under. Now, a plan was proposed back in December to evenly distribute the students in those schools. Part of the plan includes moving the gifted and talented education program from Marigold to Parkview Elementary School and consolidating the Spanish immersion program to Rosedale School instead of having it at both Rosedale and Parkview schools. In the end, the district would save thousands of dollars, but parents worry it would be too disruptive for students to change schools. Now, the recommendation is an action item on tonight's board agenda. The board will decide to move forward with it, make changes, or they could hold off altogether. And of course, we will bring you the outcome of this meeting later on tonight on Action News. Reporting live in Chico, I'm Karli Bulnes for Action News. Upstairs, the 99-cents with value store on West Sycamore Street in Willows appears to be selling everyday items such as sunglasses and shoelaces. But below in the basement were roots of an illegal marijuana business.
I've been here running the task force for approximately 2 years, and this is the first grow of this size that I've seen here.
The Glen Interagency Narcotics Task Force found nearly 1,300 plants worth $1.3 million and about $60,000 worth of marijuana cultivation equipment inside. It was nearby business owners and downtown visitors who helped authorities sniff out the crime.
I'd walk by here like every day and you could always like smell the essence of like marijuana.
After many calls about the odor, Willows police and the task force served a search warrant Wednesday. Other area store owners couldn't believe the illegal pot was growing right under their noses.
I'm just shocked, disgusted, and dismayed that these kinds of things can go on and we don't know. It kind of makes you wonder what else goes on in town that we don't know about.
The store opened just last June and closed a few months later in September. Records show that the last known owner of the business is a man named Ricky Chu, who is believed to be living in Oakland. Authorities are looking for Chu so that they can question him. In Willows, I'm Karli Bulnes for Action News. The one American flag flying on the main flagpole at the Sutter Cemetery apparently wasn't enough to truly honor the local veterans. So the Sutter Lions Club raised more than $10,000 to place 200 flags in the cemetery. They call the display the Avenue of Flags. Sutter Lions Club President Bruce Smith says he got the idea while visiting a cemetery in the Midwest.
I had the inspiration. We went back to Oklahoma on Decoration Day in a cemetery in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and we saw the same type of project, and we brought it back here.
More than 100 people were on hand for the flag placement ceremony.
For those veterans, these flags are a symbol that we know their mission is fraught with peril, and we Americans are eternally grateful.
And for the veterans in attendance, they were grateful for the honor.
It means a lot, yeah. I think they do something like this for veterans.
Organizers want the Avenue of Flags to become a Veterans Day tradition. The Lions Club hopes the flags will also be flown on Memorial and Flag Days, as well as at any veteran's funeral whose family requests them. Veterans Day is Tuesday, November 11th, exactly 1 week after the historic 2008 presidential election, and citizens say they are riding a wave of patriotism.
It's important for everyone to work together and keep our state and our country free.
In Sutter, I'm Karli Bulnes for Action News. And this is Wake Up Action News at 6 o'clock. We'll get to your local news in just a moment, but first, here's a very important look at our forecast with Court Clapping, who is filling in for Rob Blair. Good morning, Court. And back here in the North State, a driver was killed last night in a head-on crash on Highway 70 just north of Marysville. Well, in case you're interested, the Body Magic Reshaper is not sold in stores. It's marketed by independent distributors.
And you can also do an internet search to find it in your area, something I'll probably do after the show. I could use a little figure shaping after the holiday eating.
But they do say the camera adds 10 pounds, so maybe we should get it too.
I'll try it out.
All right, we'll see.